Why, hello there, gamers. We are continuing with Sherlock Holmes. Playing a lot of mystery games lately. We got Raincoat, we got Sherlock Holmes. Bug Snacks, technically mystery themed. And later in the week, the co-op game that I'll be playing, kind of mystery themed. So we got a good mystery streams week going on here. But let's continue with the Abbey Grange.
Not a word. Into your clothes and come.
What was it called? The Abbey Grange Affair. Are we having an affair? That would be fun.
I'll wait for you in the sitting room. I've just received a note from Inspector Lestrade. A letter from the suburbs. He is in need of my presence. Whenever he has asked for my assistance, it has always turned out to be entirely justified. I fancy that every one of his cases has found its way into your collection.
Yes, they all seem worthy of...
However,
That
I
rain is
regret
pretty
your
loud.
fatal habit
There's
of
no
looking at everything from the
water
point of view of a
sound
story
balancing in this
instead of
game.
a scientific
As we learned with the,
exercise.
was it like a creek or a waterfall?
I beg your pardon.
Was it last case or
It
two
would be
cases
much
ago?
better to examine this letter than to try to convince you.
Where's Toby? Yeah, let me pet him.
I agree with you, Toby, that Watson's shoe is preferable to Mrs. Hudson's cold cuts.
Is my dog eating the oh.
The
Well-
letter is on the table, Holmes. You should take a look.
Hold, I was talking to my dog. Can you not interrupt me? Thank you. What table? This one?
I can tell from Lestrade's handwriting that he was in a hurry when he wrote this letter. A wax seal with the monogram E.B.
Okay, well, can I open it?
The Brackenstall family coat of arms.
Alright. Dear Mr. Holmes, I should be very glad of your immediate assistance in what promises to be most remarkable case. It is something quite in your line. Except for releasing the lady, I will see that exactly is kept... can't read. Except for releasing the lady, I will see that everything is kept exactly as I have found it. But I beg you not to lose an instant, as it is difficult to leave Sir Eustace there. Yours faithfully, Inspector Lestrade.
So, what is it, Holmes?
Promising, as always, it appears to be a case of murder.
Really?
You believe that
I
Sir
would have
Eustace is
never
dead?
guessed that it would have been a murder.
I should say so. Lestrade
Monk!
wouldn't have sent for me.
You missed my amazing
His writing
British
shows
accent.
considerable
I think I'll read
agitation,
everything
and
in
he
a
is
British
not an
accent
emotional
now.
man. These people belong to high society. The quality of the writing paper, the EB monogram, their coat of arms. The
How's your
crime
day
was
been, Monk?
committed
I know
before
you've
midnight.
moved into dorm.
Holmes, how can you possibly tell?
Well, it is all thanks to Lestrade. He wrote his letter at 3:30 in the morning. Imagine the chain of events.
Damn, these
before that.
footsteps loud
The
as
local
hell.
police had to be called in. Scotland Yard was notified. Lestrade himself had to make haste there, and finally compose the letter he sent to me. All of that makes for a fair night's work.
It makes sense. Lestrade
I
also
appreciate
speaks
it,
of
Monk.
the woman he released.
I had lunch
That
late.
seems to
so
indicate that
I'll
she
probably
had
have
been
dinner
held somewhere
after stream.
during the crime. Much
So I
time
had
has
some
been wasted.
mozzarella
Let us find
sticks
a cab and go to
around
Abbey
like
Grange
2:15ish.
immediately. I live in hope of an interesting morning.
All right then, let's go to Abbey Grange. No, I'll have something. I just don't know what I want yet. I could have makeshift tacos. I could have pizza. You know. Oh, the shadows are back.
Dr. Watson, here you are. I'm very glad that you have come, but perhaps I should not have troubled you after all.
And why is that?
Lady Brackenstall has come to her senses, and she has given so clear an account of the affair that there is not much left for us to do. You remember that Lewisham gang of burglars?
What, the three Randalls?
Exactly. The father and two sons. It's their work. They stole a silver service, which is of great value.
So
Elementary,
Eustace
my dear
Brackenstall is
Benter.
dead, then?
Yes. His head was knocked in with his own poker.
A violent act of aggression.
Yes, the poor lady. She has had a most dreadful experience. She was assaulted and tied to a chair. But I think that you would best see her and hear her account of the facts. She's in the morning room with her maid, Teresa Wright.
Where is the body of the deceased?
In the dining room. We haven't touched anything.
All right, I'm going to examine it.
Very good, Watson.
All right.
Baron Lyndon Brackenstall.
These are some complicated ass names.
Lord Ramsay Brackenstall.
I want to look at the picture. Nope, I want to look at the picture.
Lord Brigham Brackenstall. Sir Warthen Brackenstall. Lord George Brackenstall.
George, that's such a boring
the
name.
Brackenstall family seems rather austere.
Couldn't be Berkshire or...
Ladies, allow me to introduce
Oh,
myself.
God.
My name is Sherlock Holmes. I'm
Whoever did this to you, I got you.
Lestrade in this investigation.
Oh, Georgie.
Mr. Holmes.
I'm gonna get revenge for
Sir
you.
Eustace Brackenstock. We were married only a year ago.
I am sorry for your loss.
Fencing, dang, who abused her?
I suppose that it is no use my attempting to conceal that our marriage has not been a happy one. I fear that all would tell you that, even if I were to attempt to deny it.
Don't worry, girl. You can tell me how much you hate men. I also hate men. Your secret is safe with me. Australian? We're dealing with the Australian here. Fresh Bruges, female in the 1800s. Yeah, typical women back then. Goddamn, what did he use a hammer on your thumb? What the fuck?
Can you describe to me the events of yesterday evening?
Is it really necessary? I have already told Inspector Lestrade all that happened.
Yes,
Was
madam,
fist
it
fighting?
is.
I will tell you
Shit.
then.
If
Sir
I was a
Eustace
woman in the
retired about
1800s
10:30.
and I had to get
sat in
married
his
to a
room
man,
until
I would
after
also be
11,
fist fighting.
absorbed in a book. Before I went
I'm fighting for
upstairs,
my lesbian
I
rights
entered
in the
dining room to
1800s.
fetch a candle and, oh God,
Please, go on.
as I approached the French window, I found myself face to face
What
with
the
an
hell's a
elderly,
French window?
broad-shouldered man who had just stepped into the room. Close behind the first man, I saw two others. One of them struck me a savage blow with his fist and felled me unconscious to the ground.
Is she supposed to be Australian? Because she doesn't sound
When
it.
I came to myself, I found that they had secured me tightly to a dining room chair. It was at that instant my unfortunate husband entered the room.
My unfortunate
He
husband.
fought with the intruder.
God damn.
Yes, I think he had heard them,
Welcome,
for
welcome.
he was
Oh, that's a
holding
cute
stick.
emote.
But they were three, and he eventually succumbed. One
Is
of
that a
them,
polar bear?
the elder
Looks
one,
adorable.
struck him a terrible blow with the poker.
Okay, I can sort of hear the Australian.
When
But
I
it's more
opened my eyes,
English
they had
sounding to me.
withdrawn. Then my brave Teresa came to my assistance.
Nah, I'm game theorying right now. She said, "My brave Teresa, we got. I see what's happening here. They killed the husband so they could run off together. Girl, I would too. If she's guilty of this, I don't care. I'm not gonna say that she's
I felt that they
guilty.
had taken
I'll be
silver
wrong
from
on
the
this one.
sideboard.
I'll take
You
one
can
for
see
the
the
team for
effect
my
on
WLWs.
You mentioned that your marriage
I will
was
tank
not
this
a
entire
happy one.
case if that's actually what
Was there
happened.
anything specific that was troubling you?
He was not a nice man when he was drunk, and he suffered from dark moods, but nothing else.
The bruises on your hands are at least 1 week old. Your husband caused those bruises?
I mean,
Oh, do you? Yes, he did. He was very angry at the time, out of control. Again. Sir Eustace was a drunkard. To be tied to such a man for life is worse than death.
see, the more she talks, the more I'm thinking that she
Your
purposefully
ladyship.
got this man killed, and you know what? I don't blame her.
Teresa, I would like to hear your testimony.
Certainly, sir.
All right, how can I insult this person? Wrinkles, old. Does it say vinegar smell? Old ass boomer. What smell did it say there? Oh, handkerchief. Yeah, vinegar smell. What the fuck? Imagine if it said like chloroform smell. Like, recently made a man pass out. Coffee stain. Dirty. Actually works. Disgusting.
By my bedroom window, I saw 3 men in the moonlight.
Now that's an Australian.
But I thought nothing of it at the time. Oh, if I'd known.
And
If I'd known. Yeah,
I
that's
went
an
to bed, and
Australian.
it was more than an hour after
Crikey.
I heard my mistress scream. And down I ran to find her tied to the chair and hit
And she
her
has an
with a
Australian
smashed.
brooch on, so
My nose.
I know what's going on here. You can't surprise me. Jason, I think we have some lesbians afoot that killed the husband. But if they are guilty, I don't care. I'm not saying they're guilty. I'll blame it on someone else. The Times. Family business booming. The Randall gang is back on the street. And thank you for the look, Jason. Okay, I got you. Let me do my best British accent for reading this. Less than a fortnight ago, this infamous family of burglars, the Randalls as they are known, made their reappearance by way of brutal but successful intrusion into one of the wealthier homes in Sydenham. The police are already on their trail. However, the details of the crime are being kept confidential, including the name of the victim. A witness was able to provide a precise description of all 3 men, and this will surely give the police a chance to complete their profile on the family of delinquents. We would take the liberty of reminding our esteemed readers about the highly dangerous band, and to provide the full description as it is at this available moment. The gang has been in business for some considerable time, being a family of 3, a father and his 2 sons. The elder, Jack Randall, is a man in his 40s and already grey-haired, while of average height and build. Being the mastermind behind the burglaries, he retains control over his sons, both of whom are close in age, but very different in appearance. The first son, William Randall, is tall and broad-shouldered, with a small, disproportionate head. This game does not stop insulting people. Oh, those are all more cute, adorable emotes. The younger brother, Melvin Randall, is a somewhat weaker constitution and as skinny as a rake. The gang is wanted not only for their frequent thefts and break-ins, but for the exceptionally brutal pirate career they enjoyed before returning to England. Be alert and may your valuables stay safe.
the description of the Randall
That
gang
actually hurt my
provided by
throat
Lady
doing that.
Brackenstall is identical
Any
to the
studio
one
want to hire
in
me to be a
Times
British
article.
person? Oh, look at the dog. That's a cute dog. Alright, what do I need to concentrate on? Anything, or is it just, like, playing with me? Picture? Ah!
These scratches are most definitely made by the picture frame.
Don't mind if I do. Just stealing your money.
Is Sir Eustace's safe. There may be something
I can't work
important
for free.
inside. I must ask Lady Brackenstall to open it.
Oh, we're gonna do more reading? Oh, photograph. Look at this
Photograph
photograph.
of Lady Brackenstall and her maid Teresa was taken at a port, but which one?
The one next to the water. Don't kill your voice. Ah, well. I do what I must to entertain you all. Rock of Gibraltar, Adelaide,
So the
1893.
lady and her maid came from Australia a year and a half ago on this ship.
Don't mind if I just take it. Alright. Precious memories are now mine. Alright, open the safe.
Lady Brackenstall, could you open this wall safe?
No, it is my husband's safe. I do not know the
Of
combination.
course the men didn't trust
We
the
have to
women!
open it.
Damn it! Alright, time to blow it up.
Your ladyship.
Only way I know how.
Let us try to open this safe.
Oh god, am I gonna have to, like...
This safe can be cracked. I only have to pay attention. The dial will vibrate when it is set to the correct number.
Oh, Jesus. It didn't vibrate. Oh, what? Already gave me the skip. It's like, no. You're a little stupid. Okay. Am I even doing this the right way to, like, open this? Oh. Oh, there we go. Easy. Oh, God. Sir Eustace, your current physical and mental state is of great concern. There are several signs of hepatic decompensation. You're closest to medical stuff, Monk. What is that? The last time that we met, your eyes were bloodshot and your skin was tinged with yellow. God, skin jaundice too? There's a particular odor from your breath that is common in those suffering from liver damage. Yeah, he is an alcoholic, so that makes sense. Then there are the lung abscesses that we have discussed. The leg cramps you have described to me are caused by an alteration to the nervous system. These are all big words. Dude, it sounds like you're just fucked medically. I think you need every test done at this point. Which in turn is caused by an excess of alcohol. That includes the tremors. Your liver seemed excessively hard at the time. Your liver can get hard? Are livers like boners? What the how can your liver get hard? Do I want to know? Does that mean the liver's aroused? Like, what? Oh, God. Don't answer these questions. Look. No, don't. No. It said get hard. What do you expect my mind to go to? At the time of your examination, which is a sign of an evolving cirrhosis, anything else? There are also signs of ascites, ascites, fluid in the peroneal cavity. What? I don't even know where the hell that is, Monk. I need help. Which are evident with your swollen stomach. The pain beneath your left rib indicates a pancreatic malady, which may lead to fatal and fulminant pancreatitis. Your condition may pose a risk to others. Your excessive alcohol consumption lowers your self-control and heightens your aggression. I am available to help you with this problem. There are a number of treatment options.
Antique coins, possibly of value, but they're scattered without care.
I have the least medical knowledge here in this chat.
It is common practice to keep one's valuables in a safe behind a painting. It should not really pose a challenge for a criminal.
Alright. Maybe I talk to them again about the photo.
Sir Eustace's doctor speaks of his violent behavior.
Yes, Sir Eustace was an extremely violent man. A detestable human being, to be more precise. It is true that he once threw a decanter at me, and all because
What the hell's
I
a
dared
decanter?
to stand up to him in defence of my mistress. Sly devil. God forgive me that I should speak of him so now that he's dead, but a devil he was, if ever one walked the earth. We met him only 18 months ago. She'd only just arrived.
From a
in
Google
London.
search, it's a membrane
Yes,
that
it was her
lines the
first
abdomen
week.
and abdominal
She'd never been
abdominal abdominal
Devil in his
wall.
money and his
You
false
guys signed up for a
London
streamer
ways.
that can't
If
read,
she
right?
made a mistake, she has paid for it, if ever a woman did. She doesn't have any friends here, so it was specially
Oh.
hard for her.
I didn't know that those were different things, Monk.
Oh, what a horrible thing to have happened.
Yeah, what a horrible thing indeed. I don't believe you. Imagine the violent behaviors connected to from Australia. Okay. So, we have Randall's blame. The robbery was faked, and the whole story invented in order to blame Teresa's death on the Randall gang. The testimonies and evidence match point to the Randall gang. I mean, from what I'm leaning towards, no. No acquaintance. Lady Brackensall married Sir Eustace shortly after arriving in England and remained at home during the time. There is little possibility that she or her maid are acquainted with anyone in the country. Acquainted with a sailor. Lady is acquainted with someone from the Rock of Gibraltar. I see.
My mistress is...
Let me connect some of these to see if it even leads to anything else. See, this is why I could never do, like, anatomy things. I'd be like, this close to this, right? Okay, none of those really lead to anything. Okay. Will Lestrade say anything else? Okay.
What do you know about Sir Eustace, Inspector? What was his reputation?
A charming man when sober, but an absolute demon when he was drunk. In such moments, he was apparently capable of anything. Why, once he splashed fuel on Lady Brackenstall's dog.
Nope,
set
nope.
it alight. Another day,
Whatever
he
happened to this
decanted of
dude, he
wine
deserved
on
it.
his right's head,
The alcohol seemed to madden him.
to the point that we
I
were forced to
will make
intervene
sure these
several
ladies are
times to avoid
innocent.
a scandal.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
You should examine the body of Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
Do I want to?
A hunter's cabin. A hunting scene.
What if we just left him here to rot? I'd much prefer that.
These wine bottles are expensive and mostly from France. A bottle of wine is missing here. This candlestick is valuable. It
How
is
the hell do you
interesting
just know the
that it is
random
not
values of
also
candlesticks?
stolen. An empty silverware box. It appears that the intruders have stolen the contents. The criminals did not thoroughly ransack the house. They only took a little silverware. The hunting scene.
Why do you sound so pleased by it? A hunting
This door
scene.
leads to the upstairs bedrooms. Apparently the criminals did not venture there. Sailor's knots. That's interesting. This rope was handled by the murderers. We need a scent hound to follow their trail. I will take it with me.
Toby.
This is the chair that Lady Brackenstall was tied to.
Thank you for the resub. I appreciate it. We might have a case of lesbians on our hands here.
A decanter standing next to the open bottle. An inseparable pair indeed. Chateau Calon-Ségur, French wine, Grand Cru. This glass has some wine traces,
It's okay,
but
look.
no visible beeswing.
What the hell is beeswing?
There is beeswing at the bottom, as if the wine had not been decanted before being poured.
I don't know nothing about wine.
This glass has some wine traces, but no visible beeswing. It is rather strange that only one of these glasses has dregs of beeswing inside it, while the other two are clear.
Ah, yes. Suspicious.
It appears that the bell rope was cut by someone taller than me.
What do I do with this? I don't think I can do anything with this yet. Alright, let me examine the body.
So, Watson, what have you learned from examining Sir Eustace's
His feet
body?
are out for free?
Well, I can confirm
Disgusting.
that the death was instant. Sir Eustace was facing his attacker when he received the blow to his head. There are no other apparent injuries.
That must be the murder weapon. Quite a large stick, a formidable weapon.
Not examine the feet!
He had therefore been in bed and did not have time to fully dress.
It's pretty boring today. But I'd rather have
It
a
is
boring
covered in
day than a
blood.
stressful
Sir
day.
Eustace might have struck his head upon it while falling from the blow.
Not the
That is
foot
one
cam.
possible explanation. The
Damn,
head
homie,
was
got your head
cracked
bashed
with the
in.
force of the blow.
Alright, we got some game theories. Oh, Jesus. Fuck, wrong button. I keep thinking triangle is more clues. Okay. 3 people. There were 3 people drinking wine out of these glasses. One of the 3 probably prefer wines with beeswing. 2 people. There were 2 people drinking wine out of these glasses. The remaining glass with the beeswing consisted solely of the dregs from the other 2 glasses. If I'm doing it correctly and thinking my theory, then... Let's see. Deadly accident. The death of Sir Eustace could have been due to his accidentally striking his head on the fireplace grate. Poker blow. The death of Sir Eustace could have been due to a poker blow. Yeah, what if they got him, like, extremely drunk? And then he, like, knocked himself out and died. That's a possibility. I can't do anything with this. I'm trying, but... Okay, is there anything else to examine here?
A trapper's hut. A trapper's hut.
Guess I should go back and have Toby examine the rope. And then try to come back. Oh, what's in here? Can I go in here? No. Doggo time. Toby! Oh, Toby.
Come on, Toby. We need the best nose in the British Empire on this case. Let us see how the rope was cut. The fibers at the end of the rope are smoothly cut. Let us try to find out what tool
Are we
is
for
used
real?
to cut the rope.
We're actually playing cut the rope. There's no way that there's fucking scissors. This shit's gonna fray.
The fibers from this cut
Or
appear
not.
to be different.
Okay.
If I cut the rope with a knife, it matches the original. My analysis table.
Alright. Sailor background. The rope was cut once with a sharp knife and tied quickly in sailor's knots. That could indicate that the intruder had a sailor's background. Anything else I need to do here while I'm here? I have letters. Oh, this is just from the last case. Oops, I kind of haven't been looking at these. These are all just the former cases. Alright, well, I think I can go back now and just take Toby with me.
I agree.
Alright, Toby, let's go. Look at him! He's such a good boy! He's very baby. Look at him!
Search, Toby.
Oh my god, are we going doggo mode? We're in doggo mode! Look at this! This is the best ever. Oh my god. You remember that game, The Good Life? Has nothing on this. This is better doggo mode. At least I'm not pissing everywhere. I wanted to check this out before I left, but no, couldn't just open it.
The intruders entered the shed for some reason when they were making off with the silverware.
Go on, Toby. You better get all the treats after this.
The scent leads to the well. I should check it.
Damn, these intruders went all around.
The intruder's trail is lost behind this wall. The criminals left the house through the French window. They walked to the shed, then across to the well, before fleeing by climbing over the wall. I wonder why they chose such a winding route.
Alright. Let me open the well. What, is the silver gonna be just thrown down here?
There's something glittering at the bottom.
Because they're not actually trying to
But how
steal
can I
shit?
reach it? I need a hook.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Bags of seed. Some empty bags were recently moved. Small gardening tools, nothing of great interest. This old suitcase sounds hollow. It must be empty.
Oh, look, how convenient.
This hook might be useful.
Worst crane game ever.
Silverware. This is hardly a coincidence.
I wonder if it's the silverware that was taken.
The Brackenstall coat of arms. It appears that we have found the stolen silverware. The intruder's trail is lost behind this wall.
Alright. Robbery is the motive. Robbery is confirmed as the motive for the crime. The criminals may have plans to return for the silver that they dumped. Imitated robbery. The robbery could have been imitated to explain Teresa's death. Silver was not supposed to be found. I mean... Let me go talk to people in the house. Surprised we come to a conclusion already. Like, this case is pretty short if there's nothing else really to explain.
Inspector, I have recovered the stolen silverware.
You are a wizard, Mr. Holmes. And where is it?
In the garden well.
Excuse me?
Unique, isn't it?
Rather absurd. What is the point of stealing silverware and then throwing it down into a well?
Perhaps it was used as a temporary hiding place, or simply the thieves wanted to get rid of it. It is up to us to solve this mystery.
Alright, let me ask the women.
There are 3 glasses on the dining room table. I was wondering if...
Oh, I forgot. When I came to myself the first time, each of them had a glass in his hand. They might have been a father and his 2 sons. They talked together in whispers, and then they left.
We found your silverware, Lady Brackenstall. It had not been taken very far.
Is that true? I am very thankful to you, Mr. Holmes.
Your ladyship?
Do you have anything else to say?
We found your mistress's silverware.
Oh, that's good news. You really are as clever as they say.
Indeed.
I sound so doubtful. Indeed. Alright. There's gotta be something more to this. Let me go back. Maybe there's like something I can look into. I know, it's pretty hot. Oh, look at Toby!
This is where I
Not
keep
that.
my archive. I can always my archive. I can always consult with it if needed.
No? Okay. Not
My
the
archive.
mosquitoes.
My archive. I can always
Is there not a thing I've connected? Because I feel like I'm still missing something. If I change something? Okay, there we go. All right, there we go. Look for sailor. All right, I'm looking for something of 1883. Bankruptcy.
My search must be focused upon the ship's name and
Oh.
year of voyage.
I hate mosquitoes. They're the worst. Oh, there we go. Arrival of the Rock of Gibraltar, a ship returned. The Rock of Gibraltar, a bulk carrier from the Adelaide, Southampton, London line, Cunard Building, James Street, London, has returned from a 6-month voyage through India, New Zealand, and Australia. A ship brought to England Miss Mary Fraser, the heiress of the Fraser family owning land in tin mines in Australia. This reportedly beautiful young lady is presently engaged to Sir Eustace Brackenstall, one of the wealthiest gentlemen in Kent.
Here it is. The shipping company, the Adelaide Southampton.
Okay,
London
maybe they
line,
didn't do it.
And its address.
Maybe someone else just
Interesting.
miraculously did it.
It must be the place where they keep the records, including the one for the crew of the Rock of Gibraltar.
I think that if you pretend you're from Scotland Yard, they'll give it to you without any problems.
But I have another solution. I'll call in the specialist.
All right. Wiggins.
Wiggins, could you come upstairs, please?
At your service, Mr. Holmes.
I need a register, my young friend. If you could borrow it, there will be half a guinea for every one of you. I need the crew list of the Rock of Gibraltar in 1893 and their current employment.
I'm straight on it, Mr. Holmes.
Do you really think they'll find it, Holmes?
Of course they will.
My secret police is better than the Yard in many ways.
3 hours later.
Here it is, Mr. Holmes. But we can't take it back. It's too risky.
Put it on the table. I'll take care of it. Good work, young Wiggins.
All right.
This list shows the senior officers of the Rock of Gibraltar, on which Lady Brackenstall and her maid made their voyage. Lady Brackenstall does not know anyone in England. This must mean that someone on this list is our mysterious visitor. And these are the lists of the senior officers
Hello.
of the Adelaide, Southampton, London line ships. Let us find out who was in London upon November the 7th.
Okay. Said November the 5th. November 10th. Departure from England, October 17th. Departure from England, arrival in Australia. That's
This list shows the senior officers of the Rock of Gibraltar, on which Lady Brackenstall and her maid made their voyage. Lady Brackenstall does not know anyone in England. This must mean that someone on this list is our mysterious visitor.
Is it the name that's not on these lists? Like, 'cause that one's there. That one's there. That's on this list. Oh, Jesus. I'm going to do all that. What if I just pick a name?
This list shows the senior officers of the Rock.
Do I just click it on this one?
Mr. Jack Crocker was in London upon the date of the crime, and he is due to depart in 2 days.
Oh, hey, look at that.
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved. I do not think.
No, not that.
This
This one.
officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved. I do not think
Not that one. I'm clicking this one.
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved. This officer was on a ship that sailed half a month ago. He wasn't in
Man,
London
what
at
a
the
name
time
is
of the
Charles
crime.
W. Chill.
This officer was on a ship that sailed half a month ago. He wasn't in London at the time of the crime.
Chris J. Woods.
This officer is still at sea, therefore he cannot be involved.
There we go.
Captain Jack Crocker is our mysterious visitor. He was the only one around at the time of the murder.
This Crocker, do you think...
It would be interesting to meet him. Our young friend should be able to find him.
You got this, Wiggins.
Wiggins, could you find a way to bring this Captain Crocker here to us?
Here? Holmes, that could be...
How could it be
dangerous.
dangerous?
No problem, Mr. Holmes.
Mr. Holmes, I was informed that you were looking for me, and I'd like to know why.
Yes.
Oh, look
it
at
is
this man.
important that we talk. You will soon understand why.
That's a nice beard. Nice full beard. At least he's an honest captain, it seems. Strong build. Clean boots. That means he's not doing real work.
You are acquainted with Lady Mary Brackenstall, are you not?
Yes, I think I do remember her from when I was first officer, but I still don't see...
It seems your relationship went beyond that of mere passenger and first officer.
Are you sure about that?
Dare you?
How dare!
Indeed, how reckless a feeling is love, particularly if one is prepared to commit a murder in its name.
Explain yourself this instant.
Damn, is this not
You
an
are
instance
aware
of
that the
lesbians?
murder made the
She was
headlines
actually just
in
trying to
the
get with the
press.
sea
You
captain.
read the newspaper report,
Damn,
but
bro.
to your dismay, found it much
I feel
fabricated.
betrayed.
Once you learned that I wanted to see you, you came straight away. You needed to know what I had found.
You... And what do you know?
That evening, you were with Lady Brackenstall, despite the danger.
I'm not afraid, Mr. Holmes. Besides, all of this is just guesswork.
You would be right if there was no evidence.
What then?
Lady Brackenstall was tied to a chair on the night of the murder. And it was you who tied her up.
Just when I thought we could have gays in the 1800s.
Yes, as she was tied with a sailor's knot. Your handiwork.
So, it's a sailor who's done it. That proves nothing, Mr. Holmes. I'm not the only sailor in London right now. Your theory is flawed anyway. On the night of the murder, I was aboard the Sharp. I was supervising the repair of a porthole.
At night?
It was an emergency. There was a leak. You can ask the ship's carpenter.
Carpenter! How do you even say it like that?
Perfect.
My new ultimate goal in life is to be able to imitate any accent.
Good evening, gentlemen.
Holmes, what should we do now? Would you like to check his alibi?
No. There is no doubt that these men will testify in his favor, and there will be no way to check.
So, what then?
So, we must work with what we have. We have all
What if I
the
just, like, let her
puzzle
go on the
pieces.
ship, though, and escape? Say fuck all this.
Now I understand why.
Let's see. Arrest Captain Crocker, Jack Crocker's murderer, and you'll bring him and his accomplice, Lady Brackenstall, justice. Absolve Captain Crocker. The murder was committed in self-defense. Jack Crocker defended a woman against a violent and dipsomaniacal man. Welcome to stream. Against a violent... Oh, yeah. The mystery is solved, but you decided to keep it a secret. There's no... Yeah, let's absolve him. Sure. Yeah, let's absolve him. No reason to throw him in jail.
Wiggins, could you ask Mr. Crocker to come here again?
No reason to
please?
throw him in jail.
Right away.
Fuck that man. He deserved to die.
Why did you make me come here again, Mr. Holmes?
It is over. I know that it was you who killed Sir Eustace Brackenstall.
What?
I know, because of the height at which the rope was cut. The knife used was a sea knife. The knots were sailor's knots, and not least the sheer force that was put behind the killing blow. And because you are the only one who knows Lady Mary Brackenstall in London. And because you love her.
It's true.
It is time for you to tell us the whole truth.
I admit that I loved Mary madly from the first day that I met her. But I never did come to visit her, for I believed that she was in a happy household. When I talked to her maid, who told me everything,
What is this, like,
it was insane.
doomed music at the back?
I was due to set sail for 6 months away. I wanted only to see her again. But it turned into a damnable nightmare when he barged in. He dared raise his hand to her. He was not even worthy of licking her boots.
You know what? I can
regret
appreciate a
nothing.
man that will kill
I
a
admit
terrible
I
man.
killed a monster out of love for her. She will forgive me if she is able.
Lady Brackenstall already forgave you. She said nothing.
Mary.
But that makes her an accomplice as well as her maid. It places her in danger yet again.
Mr. Holmes.
You would not have managed to protect her.
Till I die. Do you hear me? Here is a letter that sets everything clear.
What is this sharp
It is the
noise?
one that should be disclosed to the police. I am the only culprit. Mary had nothing to do with it. Now it is time to end this.
Hello. No, you idiot! Come on!
Please forgive me, Captain Crocker. I wished only to test your sincerity, and your words and deeds have far exceeded my expectations. See here, Captain Crocker, we'll do this in due form of law. You are the prisoner. Watson, you are a British jury. Captain Crocker, the evidence shows that you acted without premeditation, and used reasonable force to protect an innocent victim from her husband's brutality. Your devotion pushed you to attempt to kill yourself in order to protect the one you love. Now, what say you, gentlemen of the jury?
Not guilty, my lord.
There we go.
Vox populi, vox dei. You are acquitted, Captain Crocker. So long as the law does not find some other victim, you are safe from me.
Mr. Holmes.
It is a great responsibility.
Go be with
that
your
I take
lady,
upon
sir.
Myself, but I will give Lestrade an excellent lead, and if he can't avail himself of it, I can do no more. Come back to your lady in a year, and may her future and yours justify us in the judgment which we have pronounced this night. Inspector, I'm afraid that the murderers have escaped us.
What? Do you mean to tell me that you failed? Never
Oopsie
thought I'd live to
whoopsie.
see the day.
I mentioned the murderers, not the case. It is obvious that the crime was committed by 3 criminals who cannot be the Randalls.
You really think so?
You only need to find a gang of 3 thugs wandering around. I can trust you to do that.
If they exist, I'll catch them.
You'll find someone, I have no doubt of it. Goodbye, Inspector.
Damn, are we just putting 3 random people in jail for this? Yeah, it's fine. Sir Eustace was murdered by Captain Jack Crocker, who was visiting Lady Brackenstall that night. They staged it as a robbery by the Randall gang. Crocker used his sea knife to cut the bell rope to tie the lady, then hid the silverware in the well. Jack Crocker defended a woman against a violent and dysbomanical man. You have decided to keep it a secret. I will accept this decision. Who cares about justice? What? Personality ranking commercerative? I don't know what these words mean, man. These are too big of words. Alright, well, that is the case. That's probably the shortest case of all of them so far, I'm pretty sure. I don't think any of them have been basically under an hour. I think there's like 2 more cases left of this game. But I will see y'all on Wednesday for more Rain Code, and then Friday for a co-op stream with someone in the chat. But until then, I will see y'all next time. Bye-bye.